Hey, what's going on everyone? This is Mike Kollin at MikeKollin.com. Alright, so we have got a treat in store for us tonight, like right now. Okay, so as of now, May 10th, there are going to be northern lights that are going to be flashing all the way down as far south as Texas. Now obviously this applies to probably most of Europe, most if not all of Russia, etc., etc. So if you're in the northern hemisphere, there's a very good chance, unless you're at the very bottom part of it, but there's a very good chance that you're going to see the northern lights. So it's right now, today and tomorrow, the 10th and the 11th. And obviously I'm talking about United States time, so if you're in the Philippines, it's on there right now, probably 11th and 12th for you, over that way. So for all of us, regardless of the date, it's right now, tonight. Alright, so here's what's causing it. We are getting 7 massive sunbursts, or sunstorms, coming from the sun right now. Okay. So right now there are now at least 7 storm clouds headed to Earth. I'm actually reading this off. It's an S1 radiation storm. So don't worry about that. We're always getting radiation thrown at us. These are intense though, but still don't worry about it. Personally, I have been highly energized lately. That's why I'm kicking out video after video after video lately. Actually, I've been doing that for about 2-3 months now. So make sure you go out tonight to see this, tonight and tomorrow night, okay? Regardless of whether it's 9 p.m., 10 p.m., midnight, 1, 2, 3 in the morning. If you're awake, go out and check it out. Okay, so I'm going to give you a little tip. There's something I've been doing for years. So this guy's channel I've been following for, I think, is when he first got it up years ago. The name of his channel is Nemesis Maturity, Nemesis Maturity, Maturity. In fact, I'll just spell it for you. Hold on. And this is the little tiger he's using for his image. I will leave a link to his video about this that came out today. It's the link where I got these images from. These images are from his channel. I'll put that in the description box, probably just below the heading or just below that, so somewhere towards the top in the description box. So a link to this video that came out today. So here's what I want to say. I've been following this guy for many years now. It makes it really simple. Now his videos are usually really short. We're talking about 2-3 minutes. In fact, I think the video for this one, let's see, it was about... yeah, it was 3 minutes and 13 seconds. So he gives you information. So here, okay, so as I call it a human behaviorist, someone who studies energy and how it affects human behavior, how it affects our emotions, and how that affects our actions. I go to his channel, not every day, but because it pops up in my feed, I'm subscribed to him. And I notice when he's like, hey man, we're going to get some intense flares today, or there's real huge ones coming right now. It's going to be here, it's, later on today. What I've been doing for years now is watching people and how it is affecting them. So haven't you guys ever noticed, like some days everything is just calm, people are just walking slow, driving slow, no one's yelling, there's just, you go to the grocery store, you go to the mall, and people are just mellow. Temperature seems normal, it's not too hot, it's not too cold. And then another day, like everyone's chaotic in this. So what I've been doing is I've been watching the solar flares, and he describes them, like what type of solar flare, what type of, like radiation storm, etc. So then there's 2 things that I do. Number 1, I notice my own energy, my own emotions. Sometimes if I'm kind of like stuck in my head or just like my energy's just off, I will go back and look up the last couple of videos for that day, the day before, and depending on how long this is going on, and be like, okay, so yeah, that's matching up. So the other thing I do is I watch people, I pay attention to people, and I'll ask people questions. Like I'll go to the grocery store and say, hey man, was it like super mellow today? They're like, oh yeah, it was like dead. Like people walking in, but just really quiet. So I'll gather information. The other thing I do, and I'm kind of, it's kind of funny because kind of using my friends on Facebook, I'll ask them like, hey, what's it like, in your part of the world right now? People active? Are they mellow? Like, what is people arguing, etc. And so I'll gather information from that also. So since I was a little kid, I've been doing this with, I want to use the word everything, but because there's too many things to share with you on here, otherwise we'd be on here forever, and I want to get this video out fast. So I'll give you one of the things. So when it came to astrology, like, I wanted to know, like, is this stuff real? Is it not real? So I would, every time I met someone, I'd say, hey, what's your astrology sign? What's your year sign? What's your, like, what is your, I don't know, moon sign or whatever? Because I want to find out, like, is there any truth to any of this? So then I started noticing, like, your moon sign affects your relationships more than your sun sign. And when I learned that, I was like, okay, that actually makes sense. So I started gathering massive amounts of information. Another one is, I'm not really a palm reader, but I learned a couple basic things about it. There's one that's really important to me. It's whether you're a thinker or you're a heart-based person. And there's an absolute palm thing. I should probably bring it up and show you guys another video, but there's these two lines, whether they come to a close at the end or whether they're open. Open means your emotions, your energy is flowing, where when it's closed, it means it stops and you're a thinker. And I did that for decades, and it's 100% on every time. Now here's another thing. I also noticed I really paid attention for decades about when Mercury goes in retrograde, because again, I was like, oh, come on, that can't be real. So I wanted to absolutely know. And here's what I really started to notice, not kind of, not sort of, but every time. Computers, okay, even like one time I had a brand new computer that was flawless. It was like 6 months old. The minute we went into Mercury into retrograde, it started glitching. Things wouldn't work. Things would get stuck in it. Now before this, I would get pissed off. I'd call Apple, what's wrong with my computer? Like, sir, we don't know. I mean, we're running the test, but it should be fine. I don't know why it's doing this. And then they'd say, we're getting a lot of phone calls about this exact same problem. So I started paying attention to this for many years. I mean, this just went on forever. It became really obvious. So what happened was, if my computer starts to glitch, I just Google, is Mercury in retrograde? Like, oh, okay. Then I just forget it and I let it go. So when things don't work out, whether it's communication with people, my computer, things glitchy, things just today's not my day, I've learned to just let it go and go with the flow and come back at it a little bit later, a day or two later or whatever. And because of that, life is much more enjoyable. Another thing real quick, I also noticed when certain people that have very forehead energy, thinker, very linear people, whenever they'd get around computers would just get glitchy and zap. Okay, I had this one brand new desktop Apple computer, powerful computer, flawless, brand new. A friend of mine was one of these very linear dudes. Okay, he turned out to be a complete narcissist. Whenever he would sit down at my computer, the damn thing would lock up and freeze, or it would shut down, like the screen would go blank, like the motherboard was broke. I am telling you, this was night and day with this guy. There's a couple other people like that I knew way back, and I started really paying attention, and I was like, nope, I'm not letting you on your computer. Like, oh, come on. Like, no, every time you do it. And my one friend was kind of like, he knew what I was into. He's like, man, he goes, that actually happens every time. I'm like, yeah. So I've paid attention to a lot of different things because of my nature and because of my education and training, and you just start seeing the patterns. And I will tell you one thing, narcissist energy absolutely affects your energy, hands down. There's no question about it. Get away. So when I notice people who have this energy, I don't let them work on my car, I don't let them be around my computer, I don't spend time around them, and my life has gotten a lot better. Now here's another thing I want to let you know. I made a prediction the other night, but my videos are posted all the way out to June. So June 2nd I posted one. So that video is not going to come out for about 3 weeks. So I realized on those videos I've got to update sooner. So it was kind of a vague one. I felt like something is coming, and that something might be this solar storm that's going to hit us right now. So that's it for now. I think I'm just going to leave you with that. Let me kind of see if there thinks there's going to be anything else. I have a couple more things I want to say. So number one, just to clarify, right now, tonight, because it's 5 p.m. California time, so if you're in another country on the East Coast, it's probably getting nighttime right now. Go out and look at the northern lights. They're gonna be awesome. And remember, this isn't just for Canada or like the very tip of Wisconsin. It's Montana, etc. It's for all the way down to Texas. Okay, obviously, the further north you are, the more you're gonna see, the more colors, etc. Number two, I am an NLP trainer. That's neuro-linguistic programming. It is a new form of psychology. So I'm an NLP trainer, master Ericksonian hypnotherapist. I'm a master practitioner of timeline therapy, certified in Reiki, Huna, pranic healing, and much more. I'm a master at emotional healing and helping people deal with trauma. I'm also an elite dating and relationship expert with some brand new discoveries in communication, love, and understanding. If you have not already bought my book, Cracked Female Code, I recommend you go there right now to MikeKollin.com or CrackedFemaleCode.com and buy that book. And for the ladies, I have 2 books, Why Men Just Don't Get It, and the second one, Every Woman's Battle, The Need for Love and Emotional Fulfillment. Alright, that's it. Oh, you know what? There's one more thing if you're still with me. I don't know if you've noticed, but the sun is not yellow anymore at all. It's white, and it's white from about 9 in the morning till about an hour before sunset. Because you know how like in the morning it is kind of orange at the very beginning, but when it gets just past it, it turns white. It used to have like a yellowish tint to it. It does not have that anymore. It's crystal clear white like those new lights. That's it, guys. God bless you. If you have not already, if you like this video, click the subscribe button, click the like button, go ahead and make a comment. And as always, if you want to make a donation, there's a PayPal link right there in the description box below the video. Alright guys, God bless you. I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Get out there and watch the Northern Lights tonight. Alright, bye bye.